morning to everyone. Okay, today we are going to discuss about detailed information about female reproductive system and fertilization, how the fertilization takes place inside the female body, and then formation of cloned sheep, that is dolly. Okay, in yesterday's class we discussed about male reproductive system. Today, first of all, before going to the female reproductive system, I want to discuss about sperm. Sperm is a male reproductive gamete. Sperm cell is a gamete. Okay, it has the structure of head, middle portion, and then tail, okay. Tail must be in wavy motion. Why? Because it should propel the sperm in forward direction towards the female reproductive system. This is the importance of sperm cell. Okay, it is having male nucleus and nuclear material inside the head portion. This is head portion. Above the head portion, a pointed shaped structure is present, that is called as acrosome. Okay, inside it male nucleus is present, Okay, then at the region of middle piece, it is called as middle piece. In this region, so many mitochondria are present. What is meant by mitochondria, students? Okay, mitochondria are specialized cell organelles. Cell organelles means the part of cell it is present inside the cell. Okay, that's why it is called as cell organelle. Okay, it is not a organ. Okay, heart is a organ, liver is a organ. It is present inside our body. But as the cell, the smallest cell, also having several parts, those parts are we called as organelle, not the organ. Okay. So, these are mitochondria. These are called as mitochondria. How the mitochondria helpful for the sperm is, this mitochondria function is to release energy. This energy helps the movement of the sperm in forward direction as like the wavy motion. Okay, this tail portion helps in propulsion of sperm cell. Okay, this tail functioning is, what is meant by propulsion? It can forcefully pushes the sperm cell in forward direction. This is the structure of sperm cell. It has head, middle piece and the tail. Okay, inside the head, nucleus is present. At the surface of the head, at the top position, pointed crown like structure is present, that is called as acrosome. Okay, then at the region of middle piece, inside it mitochondria cell organelle is present. This mitochondria, how it is helpful for the sperm is to release energy. Okay, by using this energy only sperm cell can do its function. Okay, if you have any energy, you don't do any functions. Okay, as like that, the male sperm cell also wants energy to do its function. So, this energy coming from which cell organelle? That is nothing but mitochondria. It is present in which region? That is middle piece region. Okay, this middle piece is followed by tail. Okay, tail is for the propulsion of the sperm. This is about sperm cell structure. Then female reproductive system. Okay, female reproductive system. Female reproductive system present at the region of lower abdomen. Lower abdomen means the region which is present below to the navel of the female. Navel of the female. It is called as lower abdominal region. Lower abdomen means region or part, okay, below to the navel region, navel part, navel. Okay. This is called as lower abdomen. So, below to the navel, female reproductive system is present. Female reproductive system is present. Okay. In this region, this is funnel. Funnel shaped structure. This is called as uterus. In this area only the baby will develop, the small baby before 9 months. Okay, at duration of 9 months baby developed inside the uterus only. Okay, then here it is completely made up of with blood vessels, Okay, this region is completely made up of with blood vessel. That why I mentioned here with red color. Okay, it takes some time, so I just lining this area. Okay, this lined region is called as endometrium. It having what is the importance of endometrium here? It is composed of composed with blood vessels. Okay, then this last end portion of the female reproductive system is called as vagina. Okay, above to the vagina a pointed structure formed with tissues is called as cervix. Okay, then these two ball-like structures are called as ovaries. or ovary. Single one, that is ovary. If you mention two, it is called, these are called as ovaries. Okay. Ovaries, just below to the ovary there is a tube like structure is present. It is called as fallopian tubule, fallopian tube, fallopian tube, or oviduct, oviduct. Okay. At the end of the oviduct, it seems like a funnel, broad shaped funnel. So, it is named as funnel. It is based on its name, based on its shape, it named as funnel. So, it is about structural information of female reproductive system. The main part is, this is uterus, this region, this overall region is called as uterus. Inside the uterus, the layers of blood vessels are present. These layers of tissue is called as endometrium. At the region of endometrium, there is a small tissue present, ball-like tissue present, that is called as cervix. At the end of the female reproductive system is called as vagina. Okay. Then there are two glands are called as ovaries. Okay. Ovaries are followed, and it is just below the a tube is present. The tube is called as fallopian tube or oviduct. At the end of the oviduct, a broad shaped structure is present, that is called as funnel. Now, function of the female reproductive system. So, ovary is the main key role. Here, ovary will produce a female gamete, that is ovum, that is ovum. Ovum is called as female gamete, female gamete. Okay. This female gamete every month released by one ovary. Okay. First of all, this month ovum nothing but a small cell. Ovum is nothing but a small cell that is released from, these are glands. Gland means they can secrete anything, they are called as glands. Okay. Ovaries are the glands. So, these ovaries can secrete one ovum for every month. That means one ovary secrete one ovum in this month. In the next month, in female body, this ovary can release one ovum. So, alternatively month by month, each ovary can release ovums in the lifespan of the female. But the period where which the ovum released time is called as, ending point, menopause. Ending point, ending is okay, releasing of ovum is called as ovulation. Ovulation, releasing, the process of release of ovum, the process of release of ovum is called as ovulation. But female body above 54 years, up to 54 years, each and every ovum released month by month. So, at the age of 54 years, up to 54 years, ovum will release. Later that the ovum releasing of ovum is stopped. So, the stoppage of ovum at what age? That age is nothing but menopause. The stoppage of releasing of ovum is called as menopause. Okay. Releasing is called as menstruation. Okay. So, this ovum released, this ovum present inside the ovary. So, one ovum released in 1 month, and it can move, it can catch by funnel like structure, it can move inside the tube, and this ovum waits and this ovum waiting here, this ovum waiting here inside the fallopian tube. For what? For what? Okay, it is waiting for sperm cell. It is waiting for sperm cell. Okay, one ovum is fused with so many sperm cells. One ovum is fused with so many sperm cells, but only one single sperm can form a hole on the surface of the ovum. So one sperm only will enter the ovum. Okay, that's why these sperm cells detached after the penetration of one sperm cell into the ovum. Then this ovum having female nucleus and this male nucleus present inside the sperm cell releases its male nucleus into ovum. This is female nucleus. This both are combined together. This fusion is called as fertilization. Okay, the fertilizer product is zygote. Then this zygote develops into embryo. This embryo develops into baby. Okay, the complete, that means the baby having all types of organs in its body, it is called as fetus. At the time at which, okay, the pregnancy time at which baby having all the body parts, it is called as fetus. Okay, in which age of the baby all the body parts can form, that is about 3 months. Okay, the pregnant lady having 3 months, okay, inside its uterus, baby having 3 months, that baby is called as fetus. Okay, this 3 months baby is called as fetus. Okay, then so only, even though some lakhs of sperms enters into the female reproductive system, okay, but only single sperm cell can fertilize the single ovum. Okay, in every month only one ovum can release in the female reproductive system, but in male reproductive system some lakhs of sperm cell will release it from male reproductive system. So when this sperm cell can enter the female reproductive system at the region of fallopian tube or oviduct, only one, even the lakhs of sperm cells are present, only one sperm can capable to fertilizes the ovum. Here these two are mixed together and can form a single cell called as zygote. So this zygote divided and can form so many cells. It is called as, this stage is called as embryo. It having so many cells. Okay, embryo later can form fetus. Okay, this fetus having all the body parts, later it develops into complete baby. Okay, Okay, now there is no sperm cell enters into female reproductive system. If the sperm cells enter the female reproductive system, baby formation will takes place. But in such a cases, the sperm cells cannot enter the female reproductive system. In that cases, the ovum present inside the female reproductive system comes into uterus region, and at the region of endometrium, the ovum will burst into number of pieces. Okay, at the among 30 days of month 26 to 30 days is the menstrual period time. period time. Menstrual period nothing but the bursting of ovum. Along with these, all endometrium blood vessels are bleached and coming out as a fluid. It is called as menstrual fluid. Okay, menstrual fluid. This 30 days period of development of the ovum and the release of the ovum along with the menstrual fluid is called as menstrual cycle. What is that? Menstrual cycle. Is it clear, students? Okay, got my point? The formation of baby takes place in the uterus region, in which case the sperm cell fuses with the ovum, then after baby will form. If the sperm cell can't fuses with the ovum, what will take place? The ovum comes into the uterus along with the endometrial blood vessels. The ovum bursts out and released outside from the female reproductive system through vaginal region as a menstrual fluid. This overall period of 30 days is called as menstrual cycle. Okay, this is about female reproductive system, students, and fertilization in the female reproductive system. Okay, tell me about internal fertilization. Internal means inside. In the humans, the fertilization is internal fertilization. Why? Because the ovum released from the ovary can reaches the fallopian tube and waiting for the sperm cell. If the sperm cell comes and fuses with the ovum, then the fusion, the fertilization takes place inside the body of the parent. So, it is called as internal fertilization. Okay, examples: humans. External fertilization means the fusion of sperm and the egg cell outside to the body of the parent. Example: frog. In case of frog, the parent can release eggs, nothing but ovum, and sperm cells into surrounding water. Why? Because frog is a amphibian. Amphibian means it can live both on land and water. So, it is called as amphibian. It can live in water and land as well as, so it is called as amphibian. So, frog can release the sperms and eggs into surrounding water only. Okay, at the circumstances are comfortable. So, where the circumstances are comfortable, these two are mixed together and fused together. Then after they can form a zygote. This zygote will develop into embryo, and embryo can develop into, okay, baby frog. This baby frog is called as tadpole. Okay, this tadpole having the shape as like the fish. It seems like a fish shape. At tadpole age, frog seems like a fish, but at adult age it can convert into adult parent. So, the transforming of body shape from one shape to the other shape, that means That means from fish shape to the frog shape, okay, body is modified. So this modification is called as metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Okay, concentrate students, so many terms are included here. Okay, external fertilization means, okay, fertilization takes place outside the body of the parent. Outside means it may be water or anything outside. Okay, body ki outside to the body. Then here frog is a amphibian, so water is comfortable to release the eggs and sperm cells. Okay, at region where all the circumstances are cooperative, at that region eggs and sperm cells are fused together and can form a zygote. From this zygote embryo will form, and then a baby frog is present. A baby frog is called as tadpole. What is the shape? It looks like tadpole is fish. Okay, tadpole is looks like a fish. Tadpole is looks like a fish. So in baby age it looks like a fish, but adult age, at maturation, it can convert into frog. So the shape and the shape of body and structures are changed from one shape to the other shape. That means fish shape to the frog shape. This process of transferring, this process of modification of body is called as metamorphosis. Okay, this is about external fertilization in frog. Then after, do you listen about bisexual animals and unisexual animals? Unisexual animals are the human beings, because one maybe it is female or maybe it is male. Male and female bodies are separated. Okay, separate individuals are there in case of human beings, but in case of earthworms, okay, in case of earthworms, both male and female structures, reproductive structures present in a single earthworm. So due to the presence of both male and female in a single body, this earthworm is called as bisexual organism. Is it clear, students? Bisexual organism means the organism having both the sexes, that is male and female reproductive structures. But in case of humans, male candidates are separated and female candidates are separated. Okay, so due to differentiation, these are called as unisexual organisms. Then after, test tube baby. Test tube baby formation takes place in females having uterus or the any other reproductive structures are not completely organized. That means they have some problems. In their reproductive tracts, like fallopian tubule is blocked or ovaries cannot release ovum at a time. These are some problems included in female body. Okay, in that cases we can collect ovum. Ovum is also called as egg cell. Okay, we can collect ovum from the female body, and we can collect sperm from males. Carefully, this collection should be carefully occurs okay, collection of ovum from the female body and collection of sperms from the male body. These are taken in a test tube, okay. In the test tube, both ovum and sperm cells are allowed to fuse, After fusion, these are converted into a single cell called as zygote. Okay. Now this zygote is again transplanted in the female reproductive system, okay. That means fertilization takes place outside the body, but the fertilized product, that is zygote, is again reached to the female reproductive system. This zygote again converted into embryo. Then after this embryo converts into baby. As like the natural baby, this baby also same, okay, and the birth also same, but the formation and the fusion of zygote is quite different when compared to natural phenomena. Okay, zygote formation takes place inside the test tube by using laboratory conditions. So this type of fusion in the laboratory conditions, it is named as in vitro fertilization. The fusion of male and female gametes takes place in laboratory conditions, that is inside the test tube. So that is called as in vitro fertilization. Is it clear, students? Okay. Then zygote is transplanted again to the mother body. In that mother body, baby will form as usually as like the natural baby, and the birth will be same as like the natural baby. Okay, this is about test tube baby formation. Then cloned sheep, that is dolly. Dolly is a cloned sheep. Cloning means formation of an organism from a single cell is called as cloning. So in this case there are two sheeps, okay, black faced ewe and fin dorsate sheep. In this sheep, egg cell is taken from the sheep, and from the sheep mammary glands are present at the upper thoracic region, mammary cell. Okay, these are two cells having two nucleus. But now we have to remove the nucleus of the egg cell and inject this mammary cell nucleus into the egg cell of the fin dorsate sheep. Then it is again transferred to the fin dorsate sheep uterus. That means nucleus is removed and another nucleus is injected. Then after it is again transplanted in the fin dorsate sheep. So in that uterus of the fin dorsate sheep, a baby sheep will form. That baby sheep after delivery is named as dolly. Okay, this dolly has the characteristics of black faced ewe. Why? Because the nucleus is coming from black faced ewe. That means the nuclear material, the genetic material belongs to this. So all the characters are same as like this. So even the cell is belongs to this, but the nucleus belongs to this. So the characteristics of the dolly is quite similar to the black faced ewe. So this is about dolly formation. Okay, due to some lung problems, due to some lung disease, this cloned sheep, will die after some years. Okay, this is about reproduction in animals lesson. Thank you.